Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 4th Annual Community of Champions Turning Dreams into Reality Breakfast. My name is Brandy Nieto, and I'm the board president of the Greeley Dream Team. Thank you. I've been involved with the Greeley Dream Team for about the last 3 years, and every year I'm more excited than the year before to hear about our new students. I love hearing about them, knowing what it is that they're interested in and what their plans are for the future. And I know when I hear about them from Elizabeth that it's not going to be the last time I hear about them, because I know that what we're doing is we're helping these kids to become future leaders in our community. Before we get started this morning, I want to recognize our presenting sponsor, the Weld Trust. With their generous support, we've had this event happen this year, even with all of the struggles that have been going on with this pandemic. We couldn't do that without them. We also want to celebrate for the 3rd year in a row our 100% graduation rate from this past spring. That also could not have been done without our partnership with you and the hard work of our students and our staff. Let's get started by recognizing the following groups of individuals in attendance today for the celebration. As I read your names, please wave from your seat. Greeley Dream Team Board of Directors. Greeley Evans School District 6 Board of Education. Greeley Mayor John Gates. City Council members Tommy Butler and Dale Hall. From Senator John Hickenlooper's staff, Sally Bocella. From Congressman Ken Buck's office, Monica Micah. State Representative for House District 50, Mary Young. Greeley Evans School District 6 Superintendent, Dr. Deidre Pilch. All district administration and school staff. And finally, the Greeley Dream Team staff. On each of your tables, you'll also notice the generous silent auction flower arrangement. We'd like to thank Mariposa Flowers for these, World Community Credit Union, and Independent Financial for they sponsored all of these flowers. Each arrangement at your table is valued at $45. On your table is an envelope for you to write down your bid on the centerpiece. We hope a little healthy bidding will ensure that each arrangement is taken home today at the end of the day. They're too beautiful to leave without one. And table 6, your card's out and I already started bidding, so you're gonna have to outbid me, okay? Next, I'd like to introduce Mayor John Gates and Elizabeth Barber, the Executive Director of the Greeley Dream Team.
Thank you, Brandy, and good morning. We have the pleasure of honoring 3 Greeley Dream Team alumni who have completed their college degrees and are thriving members of our community. As I read your name, please come forward to the stage. Alondra Flores, please. Alondra joined the Greeley Dream Team in 6th grade at Heath Middle School and graduated from Greeley Central High School. Alondra graduated summa cum laude from the University of Northern Colorado in 2020 with a degree in elementary education, including an emphasis on English as a second language. Alondra currently teaches 4th grade in the Poudre School District and is simultaneously working on her master's degree. Alondra says the Greeley Dream Team has helped her find the resources she needed to succeed as a first-generation student in school and to continue to do so. Alondra's advice to other Dream Team students is to never be afraid to seek help. Since Alondra was young and her dream was to become a teacher and create a classroom that was a safe space for students to learn and embrace their cultures, and she is now getting to fulfill that dream. Alondra, we are pleased to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
Good morning, everyone. I am incredibly thankful to have the opportunity to be here this morning. I was lucky enough to have joined Educational Talent Search since I was in 6th grade. Without knowing it then, ETS planted a seed in me and which helped me get to where I am today. Each and every advisor and mentor nurtured that seed with their dedication and compassion. They pushed me and had more faith in my abilities than I had in myself sometimes. From very early on, Educational Talent Search introduced the ideas of college to me. I remember exciting field trips to universities, and I hoped how one day I would reach that destination myself. With the help of my advisors and Liz, I remember how they would help me write and edit my college applications along with scholarships. It wasn't easy, but their relentless effort and amazing knowledge allowed me to complete my bachelor's degree debt-free, and I am very, very grateful to that. The seed that they planted in 6th grade is one that still continues to grow in many directions. It has led me to the 4th grade class that I teach and love now, and it has led me to continue my educational career and working towards my master's degree for educational psychology. I can only hope that I too can plant a seed every year to each student that walks through my classroom. So thank you to everyone who has been part of Educational Talent Search's journey for caring and for showing your kindness and support as it has changed my life.
Thank you, Alondra, and congratulations. Our next honoree is Fernando Lopez. Fernando, please. Fernando joined the Dream Team in 10th grade at Jefferson High School and graduated from Greeley West High School in 2015. Fernando graduated from the University of Northern Colorado in 2019 with degrees in psychology and criminology and criminal justice. Fernando is currently a sobriety services technician for the technology case management team at Intervention. Fernando credits the Greeley Dream Team with teaching him to not be afraid to think outside the box and to be creative at all times. Fernando is determined to do the right thing, even when it's hard, and have the most positive impact that he can on our community. Fernando, we are pleased to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, as well. I couldn't be more thankful for the Greeley Dream Team helping me get through all that and applying to different colleges and applying for all the other scholarships I was able to obtain to get through college. As you know, I graduated last year from UNC. It helped me, being with the Greeley Dream Team helped me getting through all this. Like getting funding and scholarships, being applied at different colleges and all that, which I'm very thankful for. And I'd like to give a huge thank you to my family who couldn't make it here, but I want to thank them for all the support they gave me throughout my time while in high school as well. And I do want to thank my mom and my sister as well for all that. For all their help and support. And while I did, while I also did apply for the Daniels Fund while on the Dream Team and I wasn't able to get it, It did give me that exposure to how the process was and the application process was, and that it helped me help my sister out, figure out the ins and outs of the Danielson Scholarship, and thankfully she was able to get the Danielson Scholarship. So I know I couldn't have been able to help her out if the Greeley Dream Team didn't help me out in that time. So again, thank you.
Jasmine Trujillo Martinez, please. Jasmine joined the Dream Team in sixth grade at Heath Middle School and graduated from Northridge High School in 2014. Jasmine attended the University of Denver and graduated in 2018 with her degree in real estate and property development. Jasmine now works as an engineer tech for the Weld County Public Works Department, while she simultaneously works on her law degree at Pepperdine Caruso School of Law. She feels that the Dream Team opened doors for her by supporting her in a number of small ways that combine into a much bigger picture to support her and her success. Her advice to other Dream Team students is don't be afraid to ask for help when they need it. She said, "No one likes to admit that they can't do something and they need help, but that is the first step. Asking for help shows more courage than anything else." Jasmine, we are pleased this morning to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
First off, good morning, and I would like to thank everyone at the Greeley Dream Team for honoring me with this award. I have been able to make it where I am today because of the help and the impact that the Greeley Dream Team had on me. And for that, I will forever be thankful. I remember
Chiropractic Honor Society who have honed their skills to benefit the youth in their community. They pursue every opportunity to give back to the Greeley community, even hosting supply drives twice a year to support Dream Team students with school supplies, winter gear, and hygiene products. Dr. Eric and Dr. Patricia, it is our distinct honor to award you and the Weld Family Clinic of Chiropractic the Greeley Dream Team Community of Champions Partner Award. Please join us on stage.
Well, thank you so much for being here today, and we truly are honored by the award. Thank you to all of you who have supported us over the years, and we're so honored and proud to be a part of this community and to support organizations like the Greeley Dream Team. Thank you.
All right. I'm about to announce the next presenter, but I also want to mark an important moment in my life with you, is that I now will be coming up with glasses in the future. So I've hit that point, and I'm really kind of proud that I have that kind of wisdom to be at that point in my life. I would now like to welcome Jean Morrell to the stage.
Thanks, John. I have the distinction of awarding our Community of Champions educator to two longtime dedicated educators in our community, Delia and John Hafley. Would you please join me on the stage? When I first moved to Greeley, it didn't take long before I met Julianne Hafley, and that was how I met her son, John. Julianne was well known for all of the positive things that she contributed to our community, and John and Delia have certainly followed in her footsteps and have taken it to a new level in their service through education. Delia and John have a combined 77 years in education, and they don't even look that old, right? They've been teaching social studies, mathematics, and teacher preparation. Delia is a first-generation college graduate who dedicated her career supporting students. She started the Courage team at Winograd, coached basketball, tennis, and cross country, and always had her door open to any and all students who needed a trusted ally. She's always been an active athlete. In fact, she just completed walking 230 miles on the Colorado Trail. Is that not impressive? She said she even took bear spray with her, but didn't need to use it. Thank you. John has served on the Greeley-Evans School Board District 6 Board of Education for 8 years and also currently serves as a CHASA referee of basketball. Prior to that, John coached tennis, won Teacher of the Year, and earned his spot in the Hall of Fame at both Greeley West and University High Schools. I've yet to figure out how that happened, but in both schools. Delia and John believe in people-oriented service and recently chose to begin offering a scholarship exclusively for Dream Team students every year. We are pleased to honor you as the Greeley Dream Team Community of Champions Award.
Good morning. Thanks, Jean, for your very kind words. It's an honor to be recognized by you. Thank you for family and friends for being here today. Some of you traveled far. Some of you live right here. So thank you for being here and supporting us. And the reason we're here today is the Dream Team. And as you have heard, they do an amazing job supporting our students in District 6. Thank you.
My notes have me down here for 48 minutes, and I hope that you can all bear with that. And Elizabeth is melting in her chair. First of all, I know that they're not here, but I think that we need to give the Wildcats a round of applause for doing a great job performing prior to this. You know, congratulations to Alondra, Fernando, and Jasmine. You should all be very proud of what you've accomplished and how you've represented the Dream Team and yourselves during the course of your lifetimes. And what an incredible set of accomplishments for all of you. Dr. Patricia and Dr. Eric, thanks for all you do for the Dream Team and for District 6. We're very appreciative. To the Dream Team and their staff, there are no words to describe the things that you accomplish. You know, Delia and I saw many a time where your staff, Elizabeth, worked tirelessly with students. And you walk away and you have evidence of incredible successes like this. You should all be very proud of that. You know, Delia and I have been very fortunate over the course of time. We've always surrounded ourselves with greatness. And as we look in this room, what's incredible is the communities of Evans and Greeley always line up to help others. And everybody in this room needs to be very, very proud of themselves, because we see you at event after event after event, and you're constantly giving. And each one of you needs to be very, very proud of yourself. To our family and friends, we're very, very appreciative of you being here today. And many of them roll their eyes because whenever Delia and I have a project, they know that they're going to be part of it in some way, either with time or treasure. And consequently, they continue to show up, and we're gratefully appreciative of that. To Dr. Morrell and to my mother, they both broke a lot of glass ceilings in their life. And whenever I sit in a meeting listening to Dr. Pilch, Julianne sits on this shoulder, and I always say, what would Julianne do? WWJD. And she's always screaming in my ear what the next question needs to be. And so we're very appreciative of both of them. To the District 6 Board of Education, I know several of you are here. Your leadership in challenging times should be lauded. It's not an easy job, and each one of you steps to the forefront on behalf of our students and our staff, and you need to be proud of what you've accomplished. Dr. Pilch, thank you very much for your unmatched leadership throughout the course of your 6 years in District 6. The accolades and the successes that our students, staff, and families have had is due to the efforts of countless people in making our district one that's looked to be successful. Delia and I wouldn't be successful without the students and the peers that we worked with during the course of our lifetime. It's seldom that we don't go someplace and see somebody we know. One of my former students came up this morning and spoke to me, and there's not a greater compliment in the whole wide world. The best teacher in the household is behind me, and that's Darling Delia. And every single day that I went to work, I knew that I needed to work hard and I needed to become a better educator, because my wife was the one in the household who was the greatest one. I'm loudest and I'm a visible person, but she was the true educator that impacted countless lives, and I will always be appreciative and in awe of the things that she has accomplished. And to each of you, I would like to thank you, and Elizabeth, to you and your staff, thank you very much for our recognition.
Yes, John, I have a few more things to say. It's my distinct pleasure now to introduce Mike Bond, our speaker this morning.
Thank you, Gene. I too would like to congratulate Alondra, Fernando, and Jasmine and the Sorbos. Great work, and the Hafleys. Although I will say, John, I think this is the first time I've seen you in long pants in 2 years. I'm wearing a few hats this morning. Professionally, I work for the Weld Trust, and we are honored to be grant partners with the Greeley Dream Team. I'm also representing the Bond Family Foundation, and we are equally honored to be grant partners with the Greeley Dream Team. But I'm also here as someone who has sat on the periphery of the educational world for the last 50-some years, and I continue to be stunned by the generational impact of the Greeley Dream Team. I'm going to take a little detour here, so I'm going to beg for indulgence and talk a little bit about heroes. How many here have heard of Warwick Dunn? A handful of you. We're going to learn a little bit about him. He's a hero of mine. I've never met him, but his story is remarkable. He was raised in Baton Rouge. He was the oldest of 6 kids, was raised by a single mother who held down 2 jobs as a police officer and a security guard. At age 18, Warwick was a highly recruited running back, especially by Florida State and some other large conference schools. One night he was home with his younger siblings when he received a call that would change his life forever. And no, it wasn't from one of the coaches that was recruiting him. It was from the Baton Rouge Police Department, letting him know that while assisting a businesswoman in a night deposit, his mom had been shot and killed. His life could have gone a lot of different directions at that point, but here's what happened. He accepted a scholarship to Florida State, and with the help of his grandmother, raised his 5 siblings. He graduated, was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and became the smallest running back in NFL history to rush for 10,000 yards. He retired from the NFL, started a foundation that provides homes to impoverished but deserving families, and has handed over the keys to new homes to almost 200 families. He visited the prison that housed his mom's killer, who never admitted responsibility. Sat across the table from that killer and with tears in his eyes, forgave him. When asked what his secret to his incredible attitude was, his answer is what makes him a hero to me. See, his mom always taught him that one simple letter makes all the difference. You can be bitter or you can be better. So imagine the obstacles that the Dream Team advisors faced some 18 months ago when COVID hit. They had every opportunity to be bitter, but they chose to be better. And while the obstacles of Elizabeth and her team were at times overwhelming, they paled in comparison to the obstacles and mountains that were placed in front of their students. And with amazing perseverance, every single one of those students, as evidenced by 100% graduation rate, chose to be better, not bitter. And I can't wait to see what they do next. I'd like to mention a couple other heroes of mine. Their names are Dick and Reva Bond. Dick is over here. They have lived a life of service in this community, and they've instilled that same sense of community service to their children and the next generation and the next generation. Through their generosity, the Bond Family Foundation was established some 30 years ago and has been impacting lives ever since. Mom and Dad have always been passionate about a very personal and direct one-on-one impact on young people's lives. That is what sets about generational change. And what better organization through which to do that than the Greeley Dream Team? The Bond Family Summit Award went to Nizzoni and Ashland this year, both Greeley West graduates. I had the great pleasure of meeting with them at a coffee shop a few weeks ago, and by God, I found 2 more heroes. These young leaders, all of these young leaders, will impact the lives of many in their college endeavors and beyond. That is generational impact. So finally, I love to tell the story. So if you've heard this, I apologize. Elizabeth has heard it a million times, but I don't care. I'm going to tell again. I was at this very event some 5 or 6 years ago, sitting at one of those tables with folks I hadn't met yet. And all except one was my age-ish. And the one exception was a gentleman who was in his late 20s. Through the normal course of our table conversation, we heard each other's stories, and then we got to his. Turns out he was an alumni of the Greeley Dream Team, had graduated some 10 years earlier. He credited the Greeley Dream Team with not only advancing his college life, but saving his life. And the most remarkable part of this story is that he was working for a nonprofit doing what? Mentoring youth. He chose to be better, not bitter. That's generational impact. So in a few minutes, you're going to be asked to consider donating some resources to the Greeley Dream Team. And I submit to you that your attitude will drive that decision. And you will face some professional or personal adversity this afternoon, or later this week, or later this month, or certainly later this year. And when that happens, remember Warwick Dunn's story. And more importantly, remember the stories of the Greeley Dream Team staff, and remember the stories of their students. Will you choose to be bitter or better? Thank you.
I'm Rob Reinfold. I have the privilege of being on the board of directors for the Greeley Dream Team. Have been for several years, and I've been a long-term resident of Greeley. I am a professor over at UNC, so the partnership with UNC and the Dream Team has been long-standing. I do want to thank, Elizabeth just reminded me that we have another council member that we have here, Alicia. Is Alicia, where's she? There she is. So, but the impact that we've had together as a community has been amazing. The alumni honored here today represent the future of our community. They are the heart of why we do what we do, and the more than 1,300 students behind them are why we continue to do what we do best. We know that there are a lot more Alondras, Fernandos, and Jasmines who will benefit from the partnerships and programs you help to provide. You. Will you join us and support these amazing students? Your decision to invest today will change the lives of students right here in our community, Greeley's community. All it takes is that we step from, all it takes is that first step from you to help us, help them take that next step in the dreams for their reality. Together, we can ensure students change their trajectory. One student, one family at a time. Now at your table captains, and you know who you are, will pass out the envelopes to partner with us in their journey. This will also be the time to see who won the table centerpieces. And if you haven't bid on that, there is still time to bid a little bit more. Please enjoy the Greeley Dream Team screen cleaner that are at your tables. Those are little clammies is what they're called. And they are screen cleaners for cleaning your phones and other screens. It's our gift. And don't forget that you can take advantage as a state enterprise tax zone for your donation of 250 or more. And information about that is at the table as well. So thank you for being dream builders for our students. That is the end of what we're actually